Today I have an entry-level timepiece from a genuine watchmaker, and that is AVI-8. Now all AVI-8 watches come with a bit of history that goes all the way back to World War II. Pilot watches rose to popularity back in the earlier 20th century when aviation set the demand for truly reliable watches. And if you take a closer look at the whole AVI-8 collection, you will stumble upon famous fighter jets, flying aces and flyboys from the times of war. As you can see, you have the P-51 Mustang, the Spitfire, Bell X-1, Flyboy, Dam Buster, Hawker Harrier, Hawker Hurricane, Hawker Typhoon and Hawker Hunter flying for glory. Throughout the collection, you will find scores of eye-catching watches, while I have a special eye for this Hawker Hurricane. Hey guys, I am Siddhant and you are tuned into Yacht Watch Club. And of course, this is the place to be if you are a watch lover, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And then we move on to reviewing the Carey dual-time Debden watch with the reference number AV408803. But before that, there are 5 other colors whose names are dedicated to Royal Air Force bases during the war, including the Morville, the Manston, Gooterslow, Orissa and Rangoon. I chose the Debden Carey dual time in a black and brown combination that instantly reminds me of a pilot's watch. And if you are a fan of aviation watches, you will like the profile of this one from each and every angle. A black PVD coated 316L stainless steel case and matte finish has set the theme just right for my liking. Everything is large and legible as it should be on a pilot's watch. The Flieger hands are just too good, which are in contrast with the red seconds hand that is driven by a Hawker Hurricane at the rear. The triangular marker at 12 is native to a Flieger, while the applied hour markers complete the circle. And the date window at 6 o'clock almost reminds me of a cockpit from back in the day. What AVI-8 has done so beautifully well is the layering of this watch, as each element comes into play. And the watch has a large profile with a 43.5mm case that has a 50mm lug-to-lug width and 14mm thickness. It may sound huge, but it is not. And there is minimal crystal on top of the dial with a layer of anti-reflective coating. Being a pilot's watch, this one has a modest 50-meter water resistance, which is only good enough for a few splashes around the corner. AVI-8 has reinforced the vibes of a cockpit, as you can see the dual window setup that is riveted on all the 4 corners. The right window or the zone 2 is a 24-hour tracker which tells if it is day or night. The zone 1 or the left panel is a second time zone tracker and essentially serves as a GMT hand. And of course, this is a true feature of a Flieger. Both these odometers have a sword-shaped minuscule hand which is half black and half red. And all of the hands and markers are super coated with a layer of Swiss Neolite that brightens up the dial in the dark. And this is so cool. This Carey dual time has a beautifully done stainless steel case back where you can witness the majestic Hawker Hurricane. And that houses a Japanese quartz chronograph VD31 movement from SII, which is quite reliable and can run on this battery for a couple of years. And this dual time carries the weight of 2 watches, as these piston pushers can be used to navigate the second time zone, while you can adjust the time with the central crown. All you need to do is to pull out the crown in the first position to set the date and pull it out to the second position to set the time. The light brown strap on this is made of genuine leather with a 22mm width, and the stitched leather does make it feel like a pilot's watch. For what it is, it just weighs 84 grams while feeling snug on my 7-inch wrist. And overall, I am super impressed with this piece of aviation history that AVI-8 has managed to come up with. While the retail price of this one is only $200, this makes it a very interesting proposition for an entry-level watch. Well, Bizotico is the only one who's selling these watches in India, and even though the MRP on this one is listed at $32,000, you can easily find this one on major e-commerce platforms for under $15,000. Now tell me a better watch that you can buy for so many elements and storytelling. Only because you are going to explore the competition, I am going to mention this Casio EFB730D, which is a hot seller chronograph at this price point and is neatly placed alongside the Timex Marlin chronograph and the Timex Q chronograph. You can also get your hands on a few entry-level watches from Swiss Military Hannover and Swiss Military by Chrono if you are convinced with all things Swiss. Titan's impressive Stellar 3.0 collection has the dual moon phase alternating with the cosmic day and night. And if that wasn't enough, there are a couple of watches from the Stellar 2.0 which are still pretty great for this budget. Only if this wasn't enough, you have the Citizen DI-5110 in a basic watch setup that reeks of legacy. Well, this price point is a hotbed of activity for all the major brands out there, but AVI-8 has done a pretty good job at coming up with something like this. So I would like to rate this one 9 out of 10 because of so many reasons. Firstly, AVI-8 has set the bar too high with the nomenclature and storytelling standards. Each watch, each collection, each variant has a meaning to it. Secondly, the watch in itself is commendable. I have never seen so many elements put together and come together in such a way, especially at this price. The build quality feels superb and the price is mouth-watering. And full marks to the packaging. For a price of $200, this watch has left me wanting for more. And that's what works wonderfully well for AVI-8. They have cracked the supply chain to get the best out of it. These days, you see most of the micro brands gunning for glory with the same nonsense. But this is the delineation, or rather, step in the right direction. And this has to be one of the best affordable watches that I have reviewed in a long time. What are you wearing today?